Rivers are a fundamental feature in our landscape. They are part of our heritage and economic well-being. These examples indicate to the array of uses and values in our waterways, and by implication highlight the complexity and potential land use pressures from industry, agriculture and urbanisation. Management of rivers within river basins is central to the aims of the European Water Framework Directive for the sustainable use of all water bodies. To support these measures, the highest calibre river, hydrometric and water quality data is required, so as to resolve any potential pollution transfers. In addition to being ecosystems in their own right, rivers also determine the health of downstream water bodies such as lakes, reservoirs, canals and estuaries. Rivers may also be water supplies, and abstraction rates need to be cognizant of low flow ecology, upstream discharge consents and recreational use. They also act as flood conduits and attenuators, with river margins being subject to ever tighter planning controls. Charcon's services offer the discrete installation of low-profile flow control structures, with a range of options for hydrometric and water quality monitoring. By the selection of strategic locations for installation, environmental disturbance is kept to a minimum. In addition, the installed structures can be permanently sited or easily removed. The Charcon Corbett flat V Weir and its process of installation are both patented, making it a reliable and effective solution to accommodate rivers of 2 to 20 metres in width. The first stage of installation for the Charcon Corbett flat V Weir will be surveying, impact assessment and planning control. Charcon generally opt for sites on the crest of natural riffles that offer upstream establishment of still pools. The next stage involves the creation of a shallow trench into the riverbed and banks to a depth of approximately 0.6 and 1 metre respectively. This is generally undertaken using a tracked excavator, causing short periods of elevated sediment flow while in operation. Following excavation, the trench is lined with locally sourced heavy clay to a depth of approximately 0.4 of a metre. Where necessary, sediment cloud downstream of the excavations can be managed by using barley straw bales as a natural filter. Note how there is no need to redirect the river. The weir is then lowered into the lined trench. The 300mm foundation plinth is pushed into the clay to a desired depth with the excavator. The foundation plinth is normally laid level with the natural bed. The weir can be adjusted whilst the lifting chains are still attached and then made level. Excavation, lining and emplacement of the weir foundation are generally fast operations, and at this stage sediment cloud is minimal. Precast sidewalls are then fitted and the weir structure further sealed with the heavy clay liner. The banks are landscaped around the weir's sidewalls to improve structure and visual appearance. In addition, safety rails are an option at this time. In all circumstances, the product service can include the construction of a footbridge over the stilled area for high flow gauging and additional service access. Water stage recorders can be placed on the bridge in constructed still wells and stage boards placed opposite. Wells are generally of steel and can be designed to suit specific monitoring equipment. To supplement hydrometric monitoring, Charcon offer add-on options for water quality monitoring that as far as possible are synchronous with discharge. This is extremely important for year-on-year estimates of pollution flows, where a high degree of interannual certainty is required and is flow dependent. As well as the usual parameters of suspended sediment, pH, dissolved oxygen and conductivity, Charcon can advise and install equipment for the near continuous analysis of nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus using bankside analyzers. Alternatively, Charcon can establish auto-sampling routines for onward laboratory analysis. This will reduce uncertainty in annual load estimates as well as resolving subannual patterns of point and diffuse pollution. The weir is a non-standard solution to both low and high flows environments, requiring a number of flow meter gauges to monitor the range. As the invert is only 100mm from the weir's foundation and the river bed, there is no hindrance to the passage of fish. As the face of the weir has a low approach angle, at high flows the weir is effectively self-scouring and kept clear of bed load debris. For conditions of fast-flowing heavy debris, steel plating can be fitted pre-installation to prevent excessive erosion. Depending on site conditions, the weir will remain at supercritical flows at all ranges. The weir is also used where downstream controls are critical at extreme high flows, even though the low-profile structure is effectively submerged. As the Charcon Corbett flat V Weir's patented emplacement process is based on precast components into a clay liner, stable at all flows, Sites can be left as permanent structures or effectively returned to a similar state following removal of the precast sections.